EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go from Pittsburgh. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Trey Greenlaw in on the tackle.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready? Cowboy 8, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. I know. Let's go.
Working out of the gun. Here's Howard. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Howard to throw here on first down. He'll find his big target, that Freiermuth. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready up. Cougar 19. Let's go now. Raffalo 80.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Here's Howard. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
On the ground, it's Johnson. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Samuel Womack there to make the tackle.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down.
60 by 60.
Out of the gun, it's Howard. Samuel has it working the middle. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
Give here to Wright. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Johnson. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. He's going to be marked down up around the 33. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And the first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
Mixes pass. Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A give. Here's Johnson. He'll push forward for about a yard. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Play action. It's Howard. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down.
At the 60. At the 60.
From the gun, it's Howard. Going to be pulled in by Wright. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Steelers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ground with Harvey. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, it's Nix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Nix from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Broncos bringing out their punter. This is taken at his own 30. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he gets this up close to the 40. The linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Second down and 8. That one out wide for Wright. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Now Howard on first down. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. First and 10.
Warriors 70. Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now, Howard. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
79.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hup.
Throwing is Howard. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there, and now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On 4th down, here's Matt Araiza to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jack Sawyer up to make the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
At their own 19-yard line.
To throw it on 1st down is Howard. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A run with Harvey. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37 with Deshaun Elliott on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. From the shotgun, here's Nix. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 11. Good for a Denver 1st down. Throwing is Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
14 more yards.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Third and inches. To throw is Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Broncos 1st down.
Mims sent in motion here. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw.
So anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
2nd down. Nix. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's in! R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown.
Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, Give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Knicks and the Broncos now will line up and go for two. Back to throw is Knicks. That is incomplete, and the two-point conversion is unsuccessful.
17. Broncos 6. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Howard. Here's a screen coming for Wright. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Third down and 9.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
Working out of the gun, here's Howard. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
At their own 19-yard line.
A first down throw for Knicks. Got a man, that's Sherfield. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
First down.
About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Denver.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing. Knicks. Down the field. It's caught on that left sideline. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. Here's Nix to throw. He connects with Mims. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Second down and 3. They'll throw. It's Nix. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Derek Harmon taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign.
Nice job bouncing back there on second down. First down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in second and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up third and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Second and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10. Nix from the gun on third down. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And we will not have a return. This one hit in the field of play and bounces out of bounds. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Okay, ready?
It is 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Get up.
Here comes a toss. Right. Here comes Johnson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Now it's Johnson. He'll get about 2. Christian Harris there on the stop.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Howard. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Cougar 19.
Gets a quick throw over to Samuel. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Throwing again, Howard. And that is incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This from 40 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
on the ground. This is Harvey. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Garrett Harmon on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. And in motion is Ingram. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. 15 yards through the air. First down, Broncos.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
A run once more, that's Harvey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
I'm starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
They'll go play action with Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do? on fourth down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Nick's gonna throw for it. That's taken in, and he's gonna have that first down. They didn't want to settle for three, and now it's first and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll take it on in. Trent Sherfield. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
And in motion is Ingram. Throwing is Nix. That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for 2, and it does not pan out. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here with Johnson. He works free, right side. Still going. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Nick snap on first and 10. He'll go left side here and complete this one. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and a yard. To throw is Nix. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Denver first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Back to throw is Nix. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the first down.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Here's Nix to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Still on the move. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the toss, it's Johnson. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal. Good running. Gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
First and goal at the
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in...
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito, working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. So push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal.
Here we go, set. Hey, Cougar 19.
right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he finds a seam and takes it down to the 3.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal.
79.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Ready, set.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively.
Set.
It's 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves. Go street. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hut, hut.
They're trying to run, and it's Johnson. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Steelers. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
A first down throw for Nix. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. They'll throw. It's Nix. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 now from the 36. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
Let's go.
2nd and 11.
Viking 18. Take go.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Here we go.
3rd and 11.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Victory formation here